Last week we talked about how to fix pesky malfunctions using both hands. How about today we throw a little challenge that may help you save your own life. We're going to teach you how to fix malfunctions either right-handed or left-handed and stay in the fight and get back to business and save your life. I'm Jimmy with Rhino Tactical, and you're going to learn something today. Okay, so here's the scenario. I am involved in a deadly gunfight and I am shot in my left or right arm. I'm down to one appendage being able to shoot. How am I going to fix it if I'm in a gunfight and I get a misfire, which is the round does chamber itself, but the bullet doesn't detonate? What am I going to do there? Or I get a misfeed, meaning that the bullet is not stripped off the magazine and thrown into the chamber. Again, I get that infamous click. So what am I going to do? Left arm is injured. We'll just use my left arm as an example. All I'm going to do is do the same principle that I did with a misfire or a misfeed. You're going to tap it, you're going to roll it, and you're going to rack it. However, in this case, you don't really have to roll it because you're trying to save your life. So all I'm going to do is tap the bottom to make sure that the magazine is seated all the way. Boom, straight in. Then I'm going to put it on my belt. I'm going to rack the slide up, and then I'm ready for business. Now, this is good, again, for a failure to feed or a misfire. Now, let's talk about what happens if you get a stovepipe. Okay, now let's discuss this situation. This is commonly known as a stovepipe, in where the round gets lodged in between the barrel and the slide. So for this situation, if I am involved in a deadly gunfight and I'm down to one hand, all I'm going to do is the same thing, which I've told you is the same fix for a misfire, a failure to feed, or a stovepipe, which is tap, roll, rack. So all I'm going to do again is tap it. I'm going to roll the rear sight onto my belt. I'm going to rack it and get that round out of there. I'm going to come up and I am ready to defend myself and save my own life. Again, so it's a tap, it's a roll, get that rear sight on your belt, rack the next round into the chamber, back in action, back to save your own life.